For anyone wanting to grow, goals are something we're told to use to push us to our limits. I'm always reminded of the phrase, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. But as I started setting goals, I had so many questions. Like, why do we need goals? What are good goals? Why do some people reach their goals and some people don't? If I don't reach my goals, does that just mean I'm a lazy person? You may have had some of the same questions. In this video, I'm going to share with you some of the things I learned about goals that have helped me use the process in an enjoyable way. Today's video is about understanding ourselves through goal setting. So, let's do it. Now, before I get to goals, let's look at some simple facts that will help us understand this idea of goals a little better. The first fact is that everything is predictable if we have enough information. For instance, if I have a peach seedling in the present, could this have come from a rock? That would be one magical rock, but no, it must have come from a peach seed. Now, if I take that peach seedling in the present, what type of tree will it become? Could it become an apple tree? No, it would become a peach tree. Everything is explainable and predictable with enough information. Even people are predictable with enough information. Now, I want you to stop. If everything I have said till now makes sense, good. If it doesn't, please check the video description because we have another video you should watch before this one, all about randomness and chance, and it might clear up a lot of questions because this is a really big truth to know before going into goal setting. And then after you watch that video, come back here. So what does this have to do with goal setting? Well, goal setting is all about understanding and predicting our capability. For instance, if we took me today and I was trying to set a goal for how fast I want to run a mile tomorrow, what would be a good goal? What do you say if I set my goal as 3 minutes and 43 seconds? Well, this is the fastest mile time in the world, so I can tell you for sure that I wouldn't be able to make it tomorrow. What if I set my time to be 20 minutes? Well, seeing how I could walk that at a slow pace, that goal for me would probably be too easy. I wouldn't have to change it all to meet that goal. I could even get worse and still meet that goal. What if I told you that today I ran a 7-minute and 5-second mile and yesterday I ran a 7-minute and 15-second mile? Does that help you to know what kind of goal I should be setting for tomorrow? Probably. It's easier to see that my goal should be somewhere close to a 7-minute mile. Now, looking back at these 3 possible options for goals, let's assume I set a goal too high, like 3 minutes and 43 seconds. If I didn't meet my goal, does that mean I'm lazy or I didn't try hard enough? I would propose there's nothing wrong with me and I'm not a lazy person. My inability to meet my goal just shows that I might not understand my own capability. The same could be said with a goal that's too low, which I could easily meet. You see, goal setting is a process. It's to help us better understand our own capability and next steps we should take in life. The more we begin to understand our capability, the more we set and meet goals that push us to our limit but are realistic. Blindly setting goals regardless of our own capability is often not sustainable and can even be negative for our confidence and growth. The bottom line is, the less we understand something or ourselves, the more inaccurate our predictions will be in that area. This has been studied as the Kruger effect. In one study, they had 84 Cornell students take a test and rate their predicted test score. After comparing their predicted test score with their actual test score, they found that the students who scored the worst on the test also had the most inaccurate predictions. Those students overestimated their own capability. The students who performed the best, though, also had a much closer prediction to their actual score. My attempt of goal setting can be one more case study of the Kruger effect and overestimating your capability. I was 18 years old when I decided that I was going to become an incredible person. So I made a long list of goals that would help me to become incredible, like waking up early, flossing, reading 1 book a week, eating healthy, and exercising daily. After weeks and weeks of trying my best, I failed miserably. I couldn't do any of the goals. My self-esteem was a disaster, and I was really depressed that I couldn't become this incredible person I wanted to become. But I learned I may have aimed too high and was focusing on too many things. I may be able to do each one of these things individually, but I recognize there's an added level of difficulty with doing multiple things at once. So I realigned my expectations and I decided to focus just on one goal, reading 1 book a week. But after a few weeks, it was deja vu. I wasn't even able to do this one goal. So now I'm super depressed and I don't know, what is wrong with me, I'm thinking. Well, the next hard lesson I learned is that part of my capability includes my desire to do it. If I don't want to do a goal, forcing myself to do it will be almost impossible. So I decided to focus on a goal that I wanted to do. Putting my dirty clothes in the laundry hamper instead of on the floor. Simple goal, right? This time things went well for, a week or two, but by the end of the 3rd week, here I was again doing absolutely nothing. This time I was pretty frustrated because this was such a simple goal. How could I not be able to do something so simple? But eventually, this taught me my next lesson. Consistency is not as easy as it looks. I had underestimated the added level of difficulty in doing something consistently for a long period of time. Sure, doing something once or twice or even for a week was a lot easier, but continuing to do it was the next test. So I took a breath and I realized the goal may have been simple, but to do the goal consistently was not. So I realigned my expectations and kept at it. Eventually, with a few slip-ups, I was able to become pretty consistent with it. Slowly but surely, over a few years now, not years, I began to pick simple goals that I wanted to do, work on them consistently, and incorporated them into my life. There were a lot of times when I thought something was wrong with me or that I was a loser that could never change. But over time, I began to realize I just didn't understand my own capability and how difficult it is to change. Now that I know myself a little better, it's easier for me to know the next step in my process of growth. As you begin to grow, I hope you can use the process of goal setting as an enjoyable experience of self-discovery rather than an abusive process which is always demanding too much or too little of yourself. Always remember that the speed at which you grow is always the right speed. So with that, good luck with all your future goals. Keep on at it and don't give up. Change is possible. It just takes a while. Until next time, bye.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button below and subscribe to our channel for more content. We'll see you next time.